This is Vaquero News.
Welcome back, Vaqueros. Coming to you live from the Edinburgh studio, I'm Samantha Garza.
And I'm Natalie Zarate. We hope you had a safe winter break.
We are very glad to finally announce our station's new name, Vaquero Radio. Welcome to the very first newscast of Vaquero News.
Starting off the newscast, our new reporter Victor Rivero making his news debut, talking about the likelihood of wildfires in the Rio Grande Valley.
Last Saturday, the National Weather Service reported an elevated risk of erratic fire behavior in the Rio Grande Valley, with burn bans issued around the valley. The elevated risk is attributed from green grass turning drier and darker in color, which increases the risks of wildfires in the west area of Interstate 69. Chief from the fire department in Brownsville, Jared Sheldon, says there are frequent wildfires in Brownsville, sometimes 10 a day.
They're happening less common than they used to. They're still frequent. We get maybe 1 or 2 a week, times we get 10 a day.
The United States Drought Monitor classified the Rio Grande Valley as a normally dry, affected area, while other locations with severe droughts present. The U.S. Drought Monitor classification system also indicates the increased risk of large wildfires in some areas, as well as drying of surface waters. Juan Martinez, a biology student from the University of Texas at Rio Grande Valley, says he does not think we're at risk of fires.
I don't think so. It's too humid, so we're also near large bodies of water, so I don't think we would be in danger of fires here.
Preventative measures issued by the National Weather Service include avoiding using fireworks, welding, or parking your car near tall and dry grass. Fire Chief from the Brownsville Fire Department, Jared Sheldon, says the fire department are well prepared to prevent wildfires.
But we do have that risk in certain areas, so we strategically place our equipment in those areas to help combat and prevent fires. Our goal is really prevention.
With the increased risk of wildfires through the valley, but no official impacts from the National Integrated Drought Information System, we are still to see whether a wildfire threat develops. This is Victor Rivero for Vaquero News.
UTRGV's annual Week of Welcome starts off the semester with a new event. Samantha Garza reports.
As the spring semester begins, UTRGV Student Activities introduces Viva Vaqueros to their annual Week of Welcome. According to the UTRGV Student Activities website, Week of Welcome is an opportunity for students to learn about campus resources, meet other students, and celebrate UTRGV's student culture and tradition. Program Coordinator Eliane Moya says that Viva Vaqueros was created in order to teach students, faculty, and staff what the Vaquero represents.
Students and faculty and staff kind of see the Vaquero just as a mascot, whereas there is more detail behind it, what every piece of clothing kind of represents and stands for.
Moya says that throughout the event, students will have the opportunity to participate in relay races, loteria, and ring toss. She explains that each activity will teach the symbolism behind the UTRGV mascot to promote school pride.
So kind of just teaching students and letting them become more aware of what the mascot really stands for, I think would be very helpful to kind of be proud to be like a vaquero.
Biology senior Noe Rodriguez told Vaquero News that he thinks that the event will excite students to be more involved on campus, as well as getting to know the meaning behind the mascot.
I think it's pretty cool because most of the time people just think, oh, okay, like our mascot's a vaquero. They don't really know kind of like the meaning behind it, myself included. I think it's gonna, like excite us more so that way we're more involved on campus because it's super important to be involved.
Viva Vaqueros will take place today on the Brownsville campus at the University Library lawn from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And for Edinburgh, it will be at the Vaquero Village from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. For more information or special accommodations, contact Student Activities at 956-665-7364. This is Samantha Garza for Vaquero News.
And now, Vaquero Sports.
The women's basketball team had an exciting trip over the winter break. Sports reporter Luis Rubio tells us more.
While students were enjoying their winter break, the UTRGV women's basketball team had a 3-game road trip in Los Angeles, California. A road trip that head coach Lane Lord said not only provided a good team bonding experience, but time for players to get healthy.
So it's a really good bonding time for us. I think you saw last Saturday that, with everybody healthy now, all our starters are back, and our bench is pretty good. So we feel like that trip helped us, but also getting healthy helped us, and I think we're coming together at the right time.
While the team was in Los Angeles to face USC, Long Beach State, and Nevada, they also took time to go to the Staples Center to see the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Clippers, an experience that point guard Amara Graham says was awe-striking.
Going to the Clippers game was it was better for us. It was more fun. It was the actual NBA players, the people we see on TV, and we got to actually see them in person. So I think it was better for us.
With the start of the spring semester comes the start of Western Athletic Conference play. After an 87-68 victory against California Baptist University, UTRGV will have to travel to Kansas City to face the Roos of UMKC. Yet, even though the game is on the road, head coach Lane Lord is confident they will have a home court advantage.
For us coaches, it's kind of a home game. Last year we outdrew them in attendance just because we have so many friends and family from the Kansas, Missouri area. And we got Haley Jones from Wichita and Sarah Brashears from Arkansas. They'll have a huge crowd, and so we're expecting a really big crowd.
UTRGV women's basketball's next game will be Thursday, January 16th at 7 p.m. at the UTRGV Fieldhouse against WAC opponent Seattle University. For more updates and highlights, visit goutrgv.com. For Vaquero News, I'm Luis Rubio.
UTRGV's men's basketball had their first home game of the decade against Kansas City. Luis Rubio gives you a recap just in case you missed it.
Last Thursday, UTRGV men's basketball defeated Kansas City 76-64. In the first game at the UTRGV Fieldhouse in over a month, head coach Lou Hill wanted his team to protect home court against Kansas City and snap a 5-game losing streak.
I just told them just got to come back home and protect your home. And we did it tonight. Guys played well, played together, played physical and tough. Really did a good job defensively.
For UTRGV, 3 players scored in double digits. Graduate guard Jordan Jackson and senior forward Leslie Varner II both had 17 points. And for junior guard Javon Levi, scoring 15 points and 12 assists, which is the 4th time this season Levi has had double-digit assists, and after the game, Levi showed praise and confidence in his teammates.
Well, I just trust my teammates, so, if they trap me or they pressure me, I just get the ball up. Trust my teammates to make the right plays because I know they will.
This game also marked the first home game for transfer Sean Ray, scoring 4 points and getting 6 rebounds. Ray joined UTRGV over the winter break. Ray hasn't played in over a year and a half, according to Coach Hill. But Coach Hill already wants to see Ray have an immediate impact on the team.
I told him the 3 things you could do: defend, rebound, and run. Until he really gets in the groove. Once he gets in the groove, he can score too. But he's just, when you haven't played in a long time, you got to get in the rhythm. But he could do those 3 things now, and that's what he's doing for us.
The next game for UTRGV men's basketball will be on the road against WAC opponent Seattle U on Thursday, January 16th at 9 p.m. For more updates and highlights, visit goutrgv.com. For Vaquero Radio, I'm Luis Rubio.
For today's weather report. Today, Edinburgh will have a high of 82 around 3 p.m., and as soon as the sun goes down, temperatures will start to drop down to the lower 70s. Same goes for Brownsville, peaking at 83 degrees around 2 p.m., and once night hits around 6 p.m., temperatures will begin to decrease to 72 degrees. Overall, a cloudy day in the RGV with a 10% chance of rain. We can expect similar weather tomorrow, waking up to the lower 70s. That's it for your daily weather report. We'll see you tomorrow at noon here on Vaquero Radio.
And now, for the latest events on campus.
Student Union will be hosting Vaquero Hot Chocolate Bar today at the Edinburgh Student Union lawn. All students are welcome to pick up a free cup of hot chocolate from noon to 2 p.m. No student ID required. For more information, contact Student Union at 956-665-7989. Student Activities is hosting Viva Vaqueros in the Brownsville Library lawn from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. All students are welcome to participate in the fun activities. There will be prizes, snacks, and free t-shirts. Students will be able to meet the organizations and learn more about the university departments. Student ID is required. For more information, call 956-882-5111 for Brownsville. Student activities will be placing info depots around both Brownsville and Edinburgh campus for students, staff, faculty who are not sure where to go. The info depots will be offering campus maps, directions, snacks, and information about events. The Brownsville locations will include info depots in the Student Union lawn, as well as by the main building, both in the South and North lawns. There will be one in Sabal Hall lawn and one in the Music Science and Learning Center courtyard. All info depots will be available from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Edinburgh campus locations will include the Health and Physical Education Complex Fieldhouse Walkway, as well as in the Health and Physical Education Walkway. Other information depots will be placed in the location in the University Library Walkway, the Liberal Arts Building by the North Walkway, the Executive Powers Walkway, and in the Student Union North Lawn. All info depots will be in service from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And that's it for today's newscast. If you have any story ideas, email us at radio@utrgv.edu.
All of us here at Vaquero Radio hope you have a great semester. You can find all of our stories posted on our Facebook throughout the week. We'll see you next Monday at 9 a.m. here on Vaquero Radio.
This is Vaquero News.